Book 11, Don the Bonnet by Colin Harris. This is Don McFuzz. He lives in a glen in Scotland. This glen is called the Glen McFuzz. Don lives in a little yellow and brown house. In Scotland, this is called a croft. His croft is next to the River Mac. There are some more crofts in the glen. The Clan McFuzz lives in these crofts. They go to sleep in them. Don lives with the clan. He is called Don the Bonnet. Now you will see why. Don is a very little fuzzbuzz. The fuzzbuzzes from the clan love him. But he is so little that some of them just cannot see him. Little Don has to jump onto a box. They can all see him now. Big Ben does not see little things. He trips up on them. He trips up on things in the hills. He trips up on things in the glen. He trips up on things in his croft. He does not trip up on big things because he can see them. But he does trip up on little things. In the end, he trips up on little Don. Little Don is very upset. He is so mad that he creeps up on Big Ben. He gives Big Ben a big kick and tells him to buzz off. Now Big Ben is fed up. He tells Don to get a big cap so that they can all see him. Little Don goes off to hunt for Hilda. She is in her croft getting the dinner ready. Don asks Hilda to fix him up with a big bonnet. He asks her for a big pom-pom as well. Hilda tells him that she will help him. Don asks for a red and blue bonnet. Don is happy now. Hilda goes to see Big Ben. He has a red and blue kilt. Hilda creeps up and pulls his kilt off. Ben goes red and pulls down his vest. Hilda goes off with the kilt. Hilda comes back to her croft now. She gets out her big orange trunk. This trunk is full up to the top. Hilda is going to get something out. Can you see a zip, a fan, a cup, and a net? Can you see some more things? Hilda pulls out some ink and some ribbon first. She pulls out a pin tin next. Hilda sits down so she can get on. Hilda gets a big pom-pom to stick on the top. She picks up the ribbon and the ink. She writes these two words on the ribbon, Don McFuzz. She puts the ribbon into the bonnet. At last the bonnet is ready. Hilda gives the bonnet to Don. He puts it on. It is a good bonnet. It is very, very big. Don can just see out from under it. He is very happy. He is so happy that he gives Hilda a big ring. She puts it on her hand. He puts an apple in a box. He gives this to Ben. Don is very, very happy. His big blue and red bonnet will stop the fuzzbuzzes from missing him. Big Ben will not bump into him now. The sun comes out, so Don goes off into the glen. He goes across the River Mac and up into the green hills. He is so happy that he just has to sing. He jumps up and down on top of a big rock. This is very good fun. Next to the rock, there is a duck pond. There is a frog in this duck pond. The frog jumps out and onto the bank. Don goes across to the bank. The top of the pond is very still. It is so still that Don can see himself in it. He can see his big red and blue bonnet. He can see the pom-pom on top. Don is very, very happy. He sits down on a log. In the end, he drops off to sleep. Can you see the haggis? Now the sun is going down. At last Don gets up from his log. He goes back to the glen as quick as he can, but his bonnet drops down. Little Don cannot see. He cannot see at all. He puts out his hand to help him. He is going to bump into something. What will he bump into? Can you see a little rock in the grass? Don cannot see it. He trips up on it. Down he goes. He goes as fast as a jet. Where will he end up? What will stop him? The trees stop him. Don hits a tree trunk with a crack. Down into the mud he goes. The pom-pom drops off his bonnet. It drops into the mud as well. Now Don has a big bump, a very, very big bump. Can you see it under his bonnet? It is as big as an egg. Don gets up out of the mud. He has to mop himself down. He picks up his pom-pom and goes back down to the glen. The clan can see Don coming. They all come out to see him. Tosh is there with his big black boots and his umbrella. Windbag is there with his bagpipes. Jock the Pocket comes out next. The chief of the clan and Black Angus are there as well. They all come out to see his bump. But Don is not mad with them. It is astonishing. He is not upset and he is not grumpy. He is happy because he still has his big red and blue bonnet. He is very, very happy. Now you can see why he is called Don the Bonnet. Question 1. Where is the Glen Macfuzz? Question 2. Why does Don have to get up on a box? Question 3. Why does Don get mad with Big Ben? Question 4. What is Hilda getting ready? Question 5. Why does Don go to see her? Question 6. What colour is the bonnet? Question 7. What does it have on top? Question 8. Where is the pond? Question 9. What does Don see in the pond? Question 10. Why does Don end up with a big bump?